Gallifrey gals, Gallifrey gals, Gallifrey gals. Welcome to our sci-fi world. It's
Look, I
Gallifrey
snack and I'm not gonna apologize for it.
I'm eating chickpeas, roasted chickpeas.
Hi, welcome to the Gallifrey Gals Get Warped. I'm Paula.
I'm Katrina.
How are
we
all
apologize?
of you today?
Do we apologize for who we are? Absolutely no.
No. No.
Yeah, how are you doing? How's everyone doing?
How are you doing? Hey, how are you doing?
Do you snack with us? Like, do you grab your snacks and sit down and just, like, snack with us and watch?
This is maybe a weird question. Would y'all be interested in, like, a mukbang reaction sometime or something? You know what I mean? Like...
A what?
Mukbang? Oh, that's like a video or a stream where the purpose is just, like, eating.
Wow, this is one of our weirder intros.
Well, we are here watching Star Trek: The Next
The
Generation.
Next Generation, and we're
Season
on
5.
episode 12.
12.
And I see the title, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
It's called Violations.
And I already feel violated, so...
Yeah. So...
Good call.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's all the prep you really need for this.
That's it. It seems as if that I have enough of an idea of what this could potentially be like. So yeah, I guess we'll just see. And the last episode was so good.
It was good.
All right.
Good.
Well, we'll cut the rest of the shit short. Let's just watch this.
Let's just watch this. Chew my apricot.
And away we go.
If an event were important enough to be recovered,
Why would it have been forgotten? Yeah.
It's not quite the same for us as it is for you, Data. You record every second of every moment of your life.
that is correct.
And then if you want to recall any one of those moments, you just access the proper memory circuit. Sometimes there are memories we just can't access at the spur of the moment.
Perhaps you remember the pleasant memories and forget the unpleasant ones.
No, sometimes the bad memories can be the most intense of all.
Yeah.
It would seem there is no predictable pattern to human memory.
Nope.
There you go. It would seem.
For the most part.
Perhaps you would like to resurrect some memories.
I'd be happy to probe your recollections, Captain. Most people
His reaction was-
experience.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure. However, I don't think I would make a particularly good subject.
I'm sure it'd be ideal, and you must have some intriguing memories.
Oh!
What is-
Yes.
Well,
Gentlemen, we mustn't influence people.
Fuck you.
Klingons do not allow themselves to be probed. But there is nothing to fear, Father. The technique requires special training. It is a serious commitment.
It takes years of study.
Look at her trying to just change the
Most
subject.
proficient of our group.
4 days, 11 hours.
I love their robes with the cutouts.
So funny. I don't like it at all.
That's funny.
I'm sorry. I'm being rude.
No, not
No,
at
you're
all.
not.
My father finds it amusing to demean me in public.
I've learned to remind myself that my mother and I are two separate individuals.
And have you enjoyed much success with this approach, Counselor?
No. I do keep reminding myself.
I don't trust him.
Yeah.
I didn't trust him at the first. It's typically the one that's like, he was like, "Oh, Father, don't go poking around."
Yeah.
Like, yeah. God, what a nightgown.
Yeah, really. Man, I want a replicator. I just want whatever I want.
I
whenever
just
want
want whatever I want. When I fucking want it.
Zadi, we can't. Not when we're serving on the same ship.
Have you stopped thinking about us?
We mustn't do this. Will, don't. Will. No.
Crusher has been unable to find signs of illness or
So she's
infection.
Hi,
in a
everyone.
coma.
I had to take a short break.
No.
We can talk about that after.
Talk about it at the end.
Readings in the diencephalon.
Who was the last person to speak with her?
She left the dinner last night with one of the Julians. I'll talk to him. She's more than ill. She's in a coma. Dr. Crusher doesn't know what's causing it or how to treat her.
When did this happen?
Apparently sometime last night. I'm just trying to trace her steps.
And the fact that you just suggested that
Yeah,
is
right?
highly
The turbo lift
suspicious.
She got out at deck 8. I did not go with her.
I'm not implying that you did anything intentional. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the mystery.
We have nothing to hide. If you wish to spend time examining us.
Fine, thank you.
Riker's like, good. We will.
I don't know if you can hear me. I've heard doctors say that even when someone's in a coma, they may be able to hear when people talk to them. Even if you don't know you're hearing it.
Oh,
We've been busy mapping the sector.
they love each other so
Daily
much.
routine. Let's see. What else?
And how dare he take a memory of someone that she trusts and love and turn that into something else?
Yeah.
You can check it out.
Okay.
I miss you. Please don't stay away too long.
Commander! I need to bring that door down!
You killed her.
Keller is still in there! Commander!
Ensign Keller, answer me. You killed her.
Picard to Commander Riker.
Yeah, if he doesn't respond on the first one, that's already like a
Yeah, big red flag.
Computer, locate Commander Riker.
second time.
Commander Riker is in his quarters.
Commander Riker and Counselor Troy were in perfect health until the Julians arrived.
Worf's like,
Wise to
I'm just
quarantine
saying.
the aliens.
I'm just putting it out there.
Unbelievably, would be premature to take that action, Mr. Worf. There's no real evidence linking these comas with the
Worf told
Poor
no again.
Worf.
There is something curious.
I mean, no disrespect, but we are faced with an alarming situation.
In further study of the victims, I detected some abnormal patterns
Oh.
in the area of the brain that
Dr.
involves
Crusher's
memory.
next.
In the light of your telepathic abilities, it raises the question.
Captain,
Bringing down the
it's
list.
not our wish to obstruct you.
You shouldn't remember him like this.
Son of a bitch, it's so fucked up.
It's important to me. I have to see him.
Oh, it's the both of them.
It's the least I can do.
Your tone of voice, you were unsuccessful.
Didn't find a thing. Dr. Crusher's not going to be too happy with me.
Leave it to Data to make me laugh.
Emergency medical team to Dr. Crusher.
Picard here.
Counselor Troy has regained consciousness. She's asked for you, sir.
Yes.
What is going on here?
We're not certain. It may be that there is some unusual effect produced by the Julian's telepathic activity.
Then I would propose doing a memory probe of Counselor Troy. You have said that she doesn't remember anything that happened before she lapsed into unconsciousness. I could retrieve that memory.
Yes? Well, maybe not every medical facility is as careful as Dr. Crusher. Maybe it's easier to just make a quick diagnosis rather than keep hunting for the real cause.
What? Our medical system would work that way?
I'm correlating them with the visits by the Julians and...
I ain't ever experienced
There we are.
nothing like that.
Cases of Irison syndrome on Voyager
Ever.
3. That's exactly the time Tarman and his group were there.
What is it?
It's Will Riker. That's right, I was thinking of him.
Can you see his face?
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
It's Tarman.
Inet and I have contacted our home planet. If you want to prosecute my father, the authorities there will support
Wouldn't you just love that?
I'm not sure we have any legal basis for such a prosecution.
We have uncovered several cases, sir, but we have not yet completed our investigation. And were the Julians present?
Checking the mission logs.
Ooh, it's just gonna be.
We'll be reaching Starbase soon. I wanted to say goodbye
Blah!
and to apologize again for my father.
There's no need.
Why do you have to be so nice?
What's happening? It was always you.
I won't let you fix this!
Counselor. Are you all right?
Yes.
Fuck, that was cathartic to watch her beat him up.
Knee him in the fucking nutsack 3 times in a row.
I have asked that the finest physicians on my world meet with you all upon our return to help you in your healing process.
Thank you.
It's been 3 centuries since we treated anyone for this form of rape. But there are medical records from that era.
At times, the chaos threatened the very fabric of life, but like you, we evolved. But I think no one can deny that the seed of violence remains within each of us, because that violence is capable of consuming each of us, as it consumed your son.
There it is.
Not the easiest episode to watch.
Anyone with triggers in that department, you're a fucking rock star for making it through that episode.
Yeah.
Ow, shit.
I also want to say, I said it when we were watching it. I found it incredibly cathartic to watch Troy say, "No, I won't let you do this," and beat him up.
Absolutely.
But that being said,
I wanted to say exactly what you're about to.
You don't need to do that. You are not less of a victim if you don't do that. You are not. That is not our responsibility. We should not have to fight anyone off, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with you if you didn't. That is important for me to say.
No, it's exactly what I was gonna say too.
So as awesome as it felt in this fictional way to watch it, but that doesn't mean that you need to do that.
And again, doesn't make you weak. Doesn't make you weaker for not doing it either. Because
it doesn't mean you deserved anything because you didn't do it. It doesn't mean you asked for anything because you didn't do that.
It was extremely cathartic to watch that. As someone who couldn't do that in the moment. Because that's how it goes sometimes. And y'all know how it goes. We're very, very open and vulnerable people. This is a real thing. This is real life. And I know that there are people watching this who have experienced this too. And I'm very sorry that you've had to go through that. And I'm very sorry that we can relate to it. It's terribly disgusting of him to not only rape her how he did, and all of them, but specifically with Troy, to take a memory of someone who she loves and who she trusts, and to turn that into that situation is extremely fucked up. Again, just coming from my own place of... Because when it's someone you know and trust, it's a whole different bag of shit. They've all got their own bag of shit, and that's just super fucked. And that's why that was so triggering for me in the moment. And we did have to stop. We had to pause because I could not handle it for a second.
And I'll say now, if at any point with any of the shows we watch, either one of us gets to a point where we're like, I do not want to continue, we just won't. So we're not going to force ourselves through something that hurts just to make content for YouTube.
Anyway.
Just you know, it's possible that could happen. And we talked about it with this episode. Do we want to keep watching this? Because we didn't have to.
No. And I'll tell y'all right now, it came real close. And I don't care if it's considered spoils or not. I had Paula look at the episode to see what else was in it, like throughout, you know?
Because I will say, for whatever reason, had put out of my mind this episode completely.
When there's as much as you've seen, and this one this is very fucking real. I do not blame you at all for being like, whoop.
And so I knew that it was going to be mental. I remember that it's like, this is like mental rape, but I did not remember that there was also an actual physical portion of it like this, a physicalization of the assault. I had forgotten that. And so when we stopped, I went and I flipped through, just to double check. I was like, I don't think any of the other nightmares are like this, but let's see. Mm-hmm. And that's how I knew. If you're a patron and you watched our full length reaction, you'll see that as certain scenes then came up later, I said, okay, this is a scene that's going to have something difficult in it. This is another scene where they're going to show it to us again. So that we could both be prepared, and particularly, KATRINA, so we could both decide for ourselves what we engage in and what we let pass by, and then re-engage after. And so that's not spoilers to me. That's just like prepping
and protecting ourselves and protecting those we care about, because that's totally valid. And I hope everyone else knows that, like, it's okay. Like, triggers and things, you don't know when they're going to hit you. You don't know how your PTSD is going to affect you. You don't know you just don't know. And remember that it is okay to pause and walk away. If there is, I'm in a support group weekly through Zoom, and they say that if there is ever a moment where you leave, it's okay. You pop out, put your camera off, and, it's protect yourself. Mm-hmm. So if there's ever a moment or situation, whether you're watching something or you're with people or whatever the case may be, you are allowed to stop and walk away. There's not much else to talk about this episode because it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. It was rape. He's disgusting. His father was problematic. Yeah. Which, it's just that whole, cycle of fucking trauma. Yeah, anyways, that's it.
Yeah.
It's a shit-ass episode. It's weird seeing Picard with hair, always.
That was weird, right? That was weird.
It's weird.
That scene though with Troy, when Troy's in the coma and Riker comes in. Beautifully acted, beautifully written.
Oh God.
And the camera work in this episode was so interesting. The way it was like, these are your memories but distorted. Yeah, it was really interesting.
Something's wrong. So yeah, that was
KATRINA, thank you for watching that with me, and I'm sorry. I know you say it's not on me, but I can't help but feel responsible.
I understand.
For being like, watch this with me and trying to prep, but I never feel like I prepare you in the way that I should truly for some of these more difficult episodes, and
that's okay.
Yeah, my camera now is like, that's right. I feel shame. You will not be in focus.
Shameful.
Shame.
I can't be. Get your little bell. I'm not and would never be upset with you over it. And you did do your best to try, and you said this episode is a concept of rape. We said that beforehand. Like, it's not your fault you can't remember scene by scene, and who knows? Like, there could be another day where something like that might not have triggered me as hard as it did today. Because again,
every day is a little different.
Fucking no. You never fucking know. That's the really hard thing with PTSD. So yeah, anyone out there that struggles with that, I see you. I hear you. I got you. And I love you. So yeah, that's on that.
Well, that's that. Yeah.
Rape is bad. Ask for consent.
All the time. Re-ask and just
All
like
the
check
time.
in. Keep asking. And
Check in with your
it's
partner.
okay to change your mind partway through. Just so everyone knows.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
That's okay. I've done it. Partway through, you go, you know what? Actually, I think
No.
I need to stop. And they're and good
And
people
your
will
partner.
go, cool.
Done. Because there's nothing fun about that if the other person's not into
Yeah,
it.
no
What
one
the
wants.
fuck?
Yeah. So, anyway.
Love y'all. Thanks for
y'all.
watching. If you joined Patreon this week, it's
Interesting week to come in at it, but thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us in our kind of raw.
Thank you for basically almost always accepting us in our raw, vulnerable.
Almost
forms.
always. Shade.
I gotta be honest.
For mostly accepting us.
Catch your Gallifrey gals next time.
As we boldly watch what no noob has ever watched before.
Hey.
I almost said as we watch more Who. I was like, that is not.
That's not it.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a little thumbs up, and if you want to be notified when we post new content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell in the corner.